that I wasn't there, so.
Josh and Leslie, can you hear me? Yes? Okay, we can't hear you, just so
We'll have to check, make sure that it's set up right. Okay, Chelsea.
If you were plugging in, so you send and receive phone calls.
Leslie, can you try to say hi?
It's just archaic. I remember when you used to dial them up like
Oh, is your microphone on?
Yeah, with the string, right? This is 3, calling with 7. Those were the days.
926.
So we're not plugged in yet.
Okay, how about now?
Yeah, it's on, Kristen.
Okay, now I can hear you. Thank you.
This is that, I don't know which one. That's why you're waiting? Yeah. Okay. This is a workplace, this is a work. The meeting waiting to happen right here. This is me darting that way, hitting my head over here. And I'm gonna do my own claim.
Oh, actually, sorry.
Oh, are you?
Picture, that's a computer.
Sounds like a good idea.
Sometimes.
No, you have to use your
Any
Any
of those?
of them?
Just any except for the 4 on the far right.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh.
Should we also plug in?
Yeah.
I guess I don't need.
Anywhere except for the 4 on the end. From
I don't. Yeah.
here on.
Or is it just one box?
It's just a box. Yeah. Sorry.
Thanks, guys.
Just careful with this cord.
Pretty fancy.
I don't think I painted that one. Or is it plugged in?
Whoa, there we go. Lit up.
Yeah.
Hey.
No, I am plugged in. I'm pretty sure.
This one?
Yeah. I think it's just under the box.
You can bring me the cold one.
Thanks.
Only there, just to look at the buttons and stuff, right? Or do they hook them all up? Are you guys hooking all your phones up in there?
Do you guys have your phones yet?
Yeah.
Did you want to grab one?
Josh just wanted to grab one,
Okay.
but it's not hooked up.
So are their phones hooked up too?
They are, but they're having problems right now.
Okay.
So,
Well, actually, we could.
Is that little number at the top of your extension number?
yes.
Because it's different than what's on my card.
Yeah, because you have your old one was Ashley's phone, and this is the actual phone number for that office.
Just put 477 on your card for now. That's what's on this one. For the purposes of today, what we're doing is I need to know what your extensions are to count for, so that we're right.
Okay, so like
Okay, now I'm gonna get started.
What's our card up right? Pretty fun.
You guys have your phones hooked up?
Whoa!
Did you say something? I'll just turn up the volume.
Do you have your phones hooked up? Like on the table?
Sorry?
Are your phones hooked up?
Yeah. They are.
In the room, Kristen? Like everybody has their phone hooked up in
Yeah, I
the
can
room?
see them using cables there.
Okay.
He said
That part we don't.
4, and that's
No, these
down
big
there.
right here.
Okay.
Do you have people on site right now?
Oh, the cables from the front? From the old phone? Is it still into the old phone and still plugged into?
I don't know if that's.
Is it lower?
I have no idea.
Okay, so what is, what's your extension? Okay, actually that is something that we're gonna have to change. Your program
Is she?
The phone, using their one show.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna get started here, sorry for the discombobulation, but we'll get it together here. And welcome to Regina. I guess my name is Donna Gilney, I'm from South Hill.
Can you guys hear them?
To provide you with some training on your phones today.
No.
Okay, just like, they can't hear you for some reason.
No?
You might have to stand over here.
Yeah, that might be.
Where's, just a mic, just in there. Mic.
Hi, Regina.
Hi.
Hi. My name is Donna Gale Knife. I'm from SaskTel, so I'm here in Saskatoon with all of your folks here in Saskatoon and remoting to you in Regina. So hopefully you can hear what I'm saying. I know you don't. I see that you're getting some phones brought in there. Probably what you're gonna see here in Saskatoon is it's kind of an interactive class. We're gonna be doing some transferring. We're going to be conferencing, we're going to be trading calls, splitting calls, and I'm hoping to, we're running dangerously close to the lunch hour, so what we might have to do is do training on voicemail and sets, but the actual MicaLab piece, the MicaLab, that is the service where you're able to view each other in terms of your availability, click to chat, and that may have to reconvene after lunch, whoever is available to join us. And I know that time constraints, I know you're very busy, so we'll try to get through sets and voicemail before lunch, take a lunch break, and then reconvene after lunch. Okay. So again, this phone system that you have purchased, it is a Mitel product. It's 3300 with MicaLab and NewPoint. NewPoint is the voicemail piece of this whole system. So if you hear me talk about NewPoint, all I'm talking about is voicemail. That's all I'm talking about. Okay. So I've given you a pile of documentation. Regina, I know Kristen had shared some of that information with you. What I'm going to do is, just so that we're all on the same page, I'm going to go through that documentation so that you know that what I'm referring to as I go through. So you're going to see a reference guide. It's called a quick reference guide, and that's pertaining to the telephone sets. That's the first thing that we're going to be going through. You're going to see a separate sheet that's going to say, it's going to be referring to, it's called NewPoint Unified Messaging. And it'll have written on there 6,000. That's the voicemail piece. All of the rest of the documentation has to do with MicaLab. Okay? So in Regina, if I can get you just to refer to the telephone set. Now, the managers here have a different version, as well as Courtney, have a different version of phone. And the main difference between those phones, in Regina, you do not have these phones. You have the 6920s. The difference between the manager's phones is that the display is touch screen, whereas the 20s, you have to actually push a button to maneuver between the screens. So Gary, you're the only one here that's from the management team right now. So
mine is too.
Oh,
Okay. Mine is the larger screen.
Okay,
Yep.
so I have to give you've got the wrong documentation.
Okay. Yep.
All right. So, first of all, I think what we're going to do is we're going to just talk about what's on the phone, like in terms of the buttons.
Can I ask you a quick question?
You sure can.
In regards to a headset, I'm looking around. I've got a headset hooked up. Should I unhook that, or should I just? I don't know whether anybody else has got headsets here, but.
I mean, you can use it here if you wish.
Okay, I would like to.
Are they working? The question is, are they working? Because I think the technicians had trouble getting, they just wanted to get the phones, they'll figure out the headsets later.
And I'll disconnect them. I just want to be.
Have you tried to use it
Yeah, well, not very
Does
much.
it work?
Mine
I have not used it yet, no.
Oh.
So, I
Okay.
don't know whether I should keep it hooked up or unhook it.
I think you can do whatever you like.
I think so. If Steph's is working, then this one.
Yeah, I just had to pick up my phone from the hook. That's all. There's no button.
I just
Yeah,
like to
so
learn.
there's
I like to
no-
learn
that's
the
how I
way
got
I'm
my
going
hair.
to
If
use
you're-
it, which is with the headset.
Yeah, if you're using a headset, there's no lifter per se with these phone sets. So if you want to use a headset, take your handset off of the phone and just keep it to the side.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So, okay. So in your documentation, it's kind of got a visual, like you've got an actual diagram on the first page there on the front, showing you all of the buttons that we're going to be going through. So on the left-hand side, there's a bank of buttons. You'll see an icon of like a body. Well, what that is your contact button. So if you go to that button, it's going to give you options where you can look at personal or corporate. Now, these contacts are buttons or contacts that you would add yourself, and we're going to add some contacts. They're specific to your phone. The corporate contacts, well, if you press on that, and if on your phones, if you want to scroll between them, there's this silver round thing that's got arrows. That's how you move between fields there. So if corporate contacts are your internal extensions. Now if you want to search for an actual person, it's last name then first name. So for Kristen, you're going to want to type in SCHU.
How do you get to, sorry?
That's all right. So if you go to your, so you just use your down key here, and then you would search, so then you get T9, you could press on search, and then you can, T9 text.
Search.
So you just enter in
By last name or first name?
Just referring to where the bank button is.
Okay.
I didn't cough when she's on.
That's
turn.
Thank you.
And it's not a turn.
That's okay.
Okay, can you show them what?
Yeah. So on the left-hand side of the number pad, these are the buttons. So the first on this first one is the contact. So that's how you enter in your contacts on the left-hand side. So it's that first button on the left. And then you just use this circle pad thing, and for internal contacts, you just press down to corporate, and then click the center, and then you can search by last name. So if we're searching for Kristen, we would just type in the first few digits or letters of her last name, and then click search, and then she comes up.
So those are already programmed in?
Those are all, internal contacts.
They've all been programmed in, Josh, yeah.
Do it in numbers instead of letters too.
Did you hear me?
There you go.
Those
No.
are pre-programmed in.
Josh, I'm calling you.
Okay.
I'm not in.
This phone isn't hooked in.
Sorry, do you guys have questions?
They have to search.
So say somebody's
You have your name is spelled right.
Right.
Scott, you can go 9649.
Can you guys hear?
Get out of this then.
You go
Is it too loud?
7,
No,
and then
An important part, if they're searching and calling internally, they have to be careful they don't use that for transferring calls, so unless they're programming in the whole number, because the call recording will not work on a 4-digit transfer.
Do you guys have questions?
So if a client calls me and I'm transferring to her, they need to program in the full number.
That's right. Okay.
So,
okay, so that doesn't work like that.
Okay.
okay, everybody, pay attention.
So just one important thing that Gary has mentioned is that whenever, because we're doing call recording for all calls between, like even internally. So you've got a direct in-dial number, so a DID. So if, Russ, your extension is 9264. Your private number is 306-668-9264. So in order to capture that call recording, for you all to call each other internally, you must use that private direct in-dial number. So if you want to call Russ, you're going to call 668-9264. You're not going to call just his extension.
So really what we just did doesn't matter. like what
You
we were
can go in and
discussing.
correct it, can you not? Can they not go into the number they're
So,
dialing?
I can't remember, what did we, when we went into the corporate?
Yeah, it was
it gave the
extension.
extension number.
Yeah.
Okay.
That needs to.
I don't think we can change, like what you might want to do is in your personal, put in all of your directed, like, put all of your staff in there with the private numbers. Would that help?
Yeah, the phone number.
In your
So
personal.
people typically don't just call each other to talk to each other here. The point is that if you take a call from a customer and you want to transfer the call to Stephanie because it's her customer for whatever reason, if we don't do this, her call won't be recorded with the customer. So we've got to do it this way. So just forget that we have internal transfers of 4 digits. Let's not even go there with anybody. Let's program in the whole number among each other. Regina, whoever we're dealing with.
Okay. So the main point of going into that contact list is just to show you that there is a personal field where you can put in your personal contacts that gives you a listing of all of the numbers that you want to have on there. The corporate piece, we identified probably you're not going to use that as much because you're not going to use internal extension numbers.
So something important that Russ just asked, Regina no longer have a 306 number, none of them do. All their numbers are the same except for 306. They all have toll-free numbers, even outside customers now. Everybody that called them from Regina, the Regina SGI folks, are going to be calling 1-833 and then their number. So we had to buy toll-free numbers for every one of them because call recording wouldn't work otherwise because it all goes through the switch here.
And when we're doing the long distance call, you do dial, if it's long distance, a 1.
9 and 1. 9 and 1 always is the
But
same.
in the system, you don't put 9 in the system.
Yep,
If
you
you
do
make-
9, 1,
You do?
8, 3,
Okay.
All
3.
external
do.
calls, you dial 9 to get out.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you don't dial
Gary?
9, it thinks
Gary,
it's
we didn't
internal.
hear anything that you said.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, so here I am. Can you hear me now?
Yes, thank you very much.
Okay, so what I shared with them is that we don't use, we're not going to use the 4-digit internal numbers for each other. We're going to be using the full number. So if you want to program into your phones, like she just shared with us how to find each other through a directory through our system, correct? And it's a 4-digit number, but we're going to reprogram them to be the full number. So you're going to call 1-306 and the number for Saskatoon. But for people in Regina, all of us, including your customers, and you're going to have to send an email to the SGI folk and all the customers that contact you locally, that your number is changed to 1-833, and then your number, whatever your number is now. So the
Gary,
yeah.
go ahead. Just so what we found out yesterday is that our phones are as if we're based in Saskatoon. So local numbers, and we're as if we're local in Saskatoon. So we can call you guys without 1306.
No.
But to call someone in Regina, it's long distance for us.
Oh, you could, but you're calling the full number, 306, and my number?
Like, yeah, it's just as if these phones are based out of Saskatoon, so it's long distance for us to call locally, and it's not long distance for us to call a customer in Saskatoon.
What was the?
So the technician had said that they can possibly change that, but it has to do something with programming in Saskatoon. But I wasn't sure if that's something you wanted to keep, because I'm just not sure if that'll rack up long distance charges here.
I thought that was the reason why we gave them toll-free numbers.
But for
Local numbers in Regina cost some long distance time.
People can call them toll free, but when they dial out of this phone.
So when you call us, Josh, what numbers do you use?
So if I were to call you, Gary, it would just be 9306 and then whatever your number is.
Okay.
For me to call some, like, let's say an SGI in Regina, it would be 91306. So it would be just like I'm calling an SGI in Saskatoon, or any customer is now long distance that would have been locally in Regina. So it's as if our phone was in Saskatoon. So whatever your staff in Saskatoon would do to call Regina is what we would have to do.
My understanding is that we tried to configure the system so that it wouldn't matter if you were calling locally in Regina, you would not incur long distance, nor if you were to call to Saskatoon, there wouldn't be long distance either. That was my understanding.
Okay.
But if that's
We'll work
what
on
you're,
that.
yes.
We'll work on, this is just his observation, so I wouldn't worry about it right now. We'll work on that, Josh, and fix it, but just keep using 309, 306 in the number. You don't have to dial 1 if you don't have to. And what you're finding is that when you're calling in Regina, the 9 and 306 and the number doesn't work unless you put 1 in front of it.
Yeah, exactly. It's like anything locally is now long distance.
We'll work on that with these folks here. So
Okay, sounds good. Just what the technician had said yesterday.
Yeah, do what you have to do to make calls. Don't avoid making calls. Do what you have to do, and we'll work on the other side, and it'll be what it'll be at the end of the day.
Sounds good.
Your phones go to sleep after a while. Okay, so carrying on with those buttons on the left-hand side there. So we talked about contacts. The next button below that is like with an arrow in and arrow out. That is your call history. If you click on that, it's going to give you the call history of your phone. So you're going to look at missed calls, ongoing calls, and received
As soon
calls.
as they move them.
Yeah, we can't hear you, Donna.
Kristen, as soon as you move it, it doesn't pick her up. So once it's focused on her, then we can hear again.
Okay. Just let me reiterate, I was talking about the button below the contact button. That is your call log. So if you press that, that's the buttons with the in arrow and out arrow. So it's going to give you a listing of your missed, outgoing, and received calls. Now, once you look at those calls, why would you want that? Maybe you heard your phone ringing and when you came into your office it went to voicemail, but they didn't leave a voicemail. You can look and see who called you. It gives, unless it's a cell number, it's just going to be listed as private. But you would be able to get the name and number display of the call that was missed. You can also delete that information if you wish. I believe it will store 30 calls. After 30 calls, it will start. It'll start dropping off. That's right.
The old ones.
That's right. It'll just keep the most recent. Okay. The next button after that, it's kind of like, it looks like a little old cassette tape, like that is your voicemail. So anytime you want to go into your listen to messages, you press that button. We're going to just skip over that. We're going to come back to voicemail in a minute. The next button beneath that, it looks like, well, I refer to it as a gear. So if you press that button, it's going to give you an option. If you can just press gear for me there. So you can then again select, you get the voicemail icon, the little cassette tape, you can press that. You can go also into your call log. You can also go into your, there's an icon there where it's kind of, there's a speaker for your
You guys are
audio,
freezing.
set your,
I think, Kristen, it's almost easier if you would just call us on the phone and we can sit her on the phone, because this isn't working.
okay. Am I cutting in and out?
It's frozen right now.
Oh yeah, see down there.
Can we use MyTel for the call for this?
The MicroLab, well, they'd have,
No,
Oh, use it for that, but.
it doesn't work like that.
Hey, what number do you want me to call, Josh?
do you want to,
No.
are we using this phone right now? We could use the speaker.
Why can't we use a speakerphone? They got a speakerphone there in Regina,
Yes.
but you can leave this running
Yep,
and you can record if you want, and then we can use that.
sure. What's the number, you guys? Leslie and Josh and Pamela?
You have a speakerphone in that room? You have a speakerphone in that room, Leslie?
I can't hear you. The screen is actually frozen.
Okay. Do you have a speakerphone in that room?
I can't understand you.
That phone's not plugged in. They're using.
No, they said that it wasn't hooked up yet there, so they were just following along.
I did not get your passcode. Please try again.
So I just need a number if they want to use Leslie's phone or.
Someone would go to their office and phone them. There's the phone back there. Behind them. And I don't know why it's plugged into that wall. It should be plugged into the,
Hi guys, can you hear me?
no, it's jumping.
No,
Frozen.
Can you hear me now?
sort
It
of,
might be better to use the con.
but it's really fuzzy, blurry, like it goes,
And I
it
don't know why it's
freezes.
plugged in behind
We're
them.
gonna get rid of the webcam. We're gonna try to phone you guys, but I need a number.
Those tables aren't.
I didn't understand that, I'm sorry, Kristen.
Can you get them to go on their cell phone and phone them?
Josh?
They can hear us.
Leslie, use Leslie's cell phone, it's company phone.
Leslie?
Yes?
Can I use your cell phone? Can you call my cell phone, please?
Kristen, I'm sorry, it's like you're breaking up.
We can't understand you, so it just keeps breaking up.
Type it to them?
Can somebody just go get a phone? I just don't know what their new number is.
Who do you message? Oh my goodness.
Act it out.
Trade.
Is it gonna come up on their Skype? Hello? Can you guys call us with your cell phone? Call Kristen's cell.
That's exactly what Josh is doing now.
Thank you, Josh.
Better than working, but be on the cell phone. He's gonna have his company phone, we'll get Leslie to use hers.
Or text him, Kristen.
Hi, Josh.
Yeah, we really can't hear anything.
Leslie has a company phone. Would that be easier for her to call this and we can just have you guys on speaker?
Sure. Okay, she's just going to call it. Should we close off the video thing then?
We'll just put her on mute.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, one sec. Thanks, Kristen.
How do you close this?
Okay? How we doing?
So are we gonna use the speakerphones?
They don't know what number to phone.
What number's in that room?
Call them from this phone.
Their speakerphone, we should phone that speakerphone.
I can tell you what the number is.
Can we just call Josh from the speakerphone so that we can hear them?
Okay. Hi, guys.
You don't know what the numbers are here?
Guys, I think you need to put yours on mute. How are you gonna hear us? Oh, you meant computer.
We're gonna try to get them set up on their speakerphone.
Hello, mailbox 92.
Russ, you have to take the, like, it off of your headset.
Yeah, no, I just turn the volume down. I don't want the volume down. The rest of us do.
I got it working.
All right, you win.
Well, I actually just really did.
Okay.
But your phone must have been there.
You understand.
So,
Probably hers. Probably that one in that office.
okay. Okay.
They're just frozen in time.
Hold up.
Ooh, they're frozen now.
Oh, no.
Guys, I can hear you.
Oh, there we go. Hi there. Okay, you got the, I'm talking you through the conference unit in Saskatoon.
You can hang out the cell phone now. Hey, can you hear us now?
I think so.
That's better.
Yep, that sounds a lot better. Thanks, Don. Okay, can you hear us?
Yes, thank you.
No problem. All right, so let's continue on. We were talking about the gear, which is on the left-hand side, it's sort of that round button. If you click on that, you have a bunch of options within there. What I do want to get you to refer to is there is an option there for call forwarding. So you have a button on your phone that says forward always. But what you must do within the gear setting is tell the phone or program the phone where you want your phone to forward to. So within the gear, if you click on the icon or select the icon that says call forward, and you can use your round arrow keys there on the round silver to get to it. Once you get to it and it highlights in blue, press the center to enter it. So then what you're going to go is you're going to see a call forward at the option, the box at the top. You can enter in always. So if you wanted to forward your phone internally, I don't know if you would want to do that or not, or if you want to forward your phone to your cell phone, you might want to do that. The thing is though, with the Microlab option that you're getting, if a call comes through into your telephone set, it's going to be, if you have that as an option, it's going to be, you can answer it on your cell phone as well. But say for example, Courtney, being that she has the lines on her phone, if she isn't in the office, well, who's going to answer the phone? Or who's going to act as a backup? So what you might want to do is she's going to forward her phone to the extension, whoever is going to be backing her up. So what we did is on the call forwarding, we set up, as always, we set it up to an extension. And there's an option there on a busy or on a no answer. So you can identify where you want your extension to go to, if you want it to go to your cell phone on a no answer, but maybe on a busy, you might want it to go to a different extension. Hypothetically, you might want it to go just directly to your cell phone at all times. So once you have that set up,
If it's busy, can you have an option to have it go to your voicemail instead of call forwarding, or is that something completely separate?
the voicemail extension is 6,000.
Okay, so you would just enter 6,000
right.
in for these options?
That's right.
Okay.
So once you have that programmed within here, then what you would do is you would save. So you have these soft keys that are on buttons that are on the bottom. So then you would press save, and the call. Then you'd have to go to the option on your phone. So if you close out of the settings there, so just hit close again. So you'll notice on your display. So just hit cancel out of there. You've already saved it, and go to close. So now you're going to see the third key on your of your buttons. You've got a forward always option. So if you press that forward always, your phone is going to be forwarded to whatever you have programmed underneath the gear. Does that make sense?
When would you press it? I don't get it.
Pardon me?
Sorry, when would you press that button?
Okay, so if you've got that, the forward always is to activate the forwarding.
Oh, okay.
So if you didn't put any information in underneath the gear, it's not gonna forward anywhere,
Okay.
okay? So you have to
So
go
we
in,
don't enter, if you don't enter anything, does it go straight to voicemail then?
it will go to voice, it doesn't go straight to voicemail. What it does is, if your phone will ring 4 times, on a no answer, it will go to voicemail. If you want your calls to go directly to voicemail, you would put your phone in do not disturb.
Gotcha, okay.
So if you're going into a meeting, or if you're interviewing someone, or if you're with a client, you don't want, or you're not able to receive calls, put your phone into do not disturb.
Where is that?
If your phone, do not disturb if you go, yeah,
Oh.
right there. D&D stands for do not disturb.
So where is that option, sorry?
Okay, so from your main screen here, go cancel out of there,
Yeah.
and go close. Okay, and why is there nothing programmed on this phone? Okay, so we will, don't worry, you will have a button here that says D&D.
Well, I guess you don't have a program.
I did program it, so just move over one.
All right,
She doesn't have a D&D.
Okay, so we just wanna.
whatever you don't have programmed,
Why
we'll make sure that it gets
How would I
out.
know that? Because it's those 3 dots. Those 3 dots indicate there's 3 screens.
Okay?
So you're the first one and second.
I just wanted to sort of drive that, Josh, I just wanted to drive that point home again about do not disturb. So if you're in your office and a call starts coming through, you cannot put it in do not disturb after the phone is ringing. So if you know that you can't take calls, put your phone in do not disturb and calls will go directly to voicemail. But if you don't put it in do not disturb and you're with a client or you are interviewing, you're in a conference call, you cannot put it in do not disturb after the phone is ringing.
How do you know if this is either? I think they're all the same.
I can just hit it.
See,
You're looking for do not
it will be, there's icons at the top of the display.
Do you have the D&D?
And you'll get to know what that icon means.
Yeah, 3 dots there.
I know that's your call log, sorry. So you press,
Oh, they're there.
you press.
We have 2 dots.
So let me ask you a question. Here. I'm here for it. Sorry.
Scott's the teacher.
Yep. Yeah, right. We're all banding together here. It's a team approach.
Try, go back underneath your gear and try putting in a different extension. Change it from 6,000 to something.
You see that on your phone in Regina?
Put this one.
How about that hooked up, Gary?
You don't have, how come?
Again, the phone call. It does, that's your hand.
We're in here, we only have this one.
Should it be
good.
highlighted?
It should be.
Oh, yeah, the check mark it.
They're not able to follow anything, they don't have a phone that's hooked up.
I thought they did.
Okay, that's good.
That phone is not working, that's
You see?
in front of them?
No.
Click over again.
Using your arrow keys, can you? No, see
I don't
this?
know.
Okay,
Told me
see
they were
this
having
box?
technical issues.
With the
Okay,
phone?
no.
They said they have somebody on site trying to figure it out.
Oh, is there somebody from SaskTel on site in Regina?
They're coming.
They're coming? Oh. Okay.
When you press the button, it's
Okay, got it. Thank you. My one, it's just found it, yeah, call for it. I think she's just extension. Just getting a call.
Then everybody will be, I wonder if we should just let them go and do their own,
I wouldn't take it.
because I think this is looking like a waste of time for them.
Maybe?
Oh, you can silence call.
What time? Okay. Is everyone there tomorrow? In Regina?
We have meetings, well, Pamela and I have meetings in the morning, and then we have vocational testing starting at noon.
always, it's only if you have stuff.
So you're tied up tomorrow?
Always one of them.
You're tied up tomorrow?
Okay,
We're trying to figure out how to give you your own personalized, course, training, because it's really, you really need to follow this on the phone, don't you?
yeah.
For them to.
Oh, there it is. Just popped up.
You did something in there. Direct page and DN, look at that. There's a whole bunch of new stuff on here that would be better. When I'm going, yeah, I'm kidding. With the full airfoils, like Department of National Defense, those are one of the contracts we have, I think so. Direct page, direct page.
If you're out of town for like 2 days or something, like if anything, you want to
Yeah.
forward it here.
There's one person missing there.
Or it was easier just to put it on.
Yeah, because I had one.
Kristen, we're gonna let, they're not getting value out of this if they can't use a phone. So we're gonna, for Regina, we're going to, let you go and use your phones as the way you can use them regularly, and these features that you'll have, we're gonna see if we can arrange an in-person person from SaskTel to come and see you and set up a meeting and show you all the stuff that everybody's been showed today. So you have someone right then and there, like we have here. How's that?
That's perfect, Eric.
Yeah, because this looks like it's, you're sitting there listening and it's not making any sense, is it? Most of it.
Not at all.
Okay. So I think we're wasting your time. We'll let you go, and then we'll give you your personalized service.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks, Gary.
Okay, see you, Regina.
Bye, you guys, have a good weekend.
Bye, you too.
Yeah, technology is great, but
What?
sort of,
Well, if they have phones and stuff, they
Okay,
can follow, I'm sure, right? But they don't.
that's too bad.
It all stayed up.
Pardon?
It all stayed up.
This is awesome. Yeah, the speaker system is incredible. That's fantastic. And then we can see them at the other side, and that's good.
But I was
Okay.
curious too, because they're having their calls dropping the same way.
How do you mean?
They're all connecting over the internet. And they're all using the same internet connection.
That
So,
tells you that you're connected to,
I mean, it's pretty more test, but it.
the icons change, your documentation here.
Hello, mailbox 92.
Sure, so, yeah, status indicator.
Hello, mailbox 9264. Please enter your passcode.
Okay, so did everyone kind of understand about the call forwarding there? We figured that out. You had to arrow over and check it off just to pick which ones. Okay, so when you went back to press your forward always, it's going to be highlighted, and there's also going to be a status indicator at the top.
Including the forward always, gotta check that.
Yeah.
So, I have a question. If there was no answer, like if we have no answer external, wouldn't it just automatically go to voicemail?
Yes.
Okay, so we don't actually have to put in anything there if we just want it to go to voicemail?
Because the phone's gonna ring so many times, right? Okay, so.
Isn't there a limit on how many
On the no answer external option here, so how many, like if I don't enter anything in there, it's gonna,
Conversely, if someone calls in and they're loud, turn them down. Now, that is for that call. The next call that comes into you, it's gonna go back to even ground. You're not gonna get the loud
It
or the
defaults
noise.
back, okay.
Because there's a volume control within the phone system. But everybody is different. Everyone's voices are either very soft or very loud. Okay? So that's what your volume control is for. Okay, so next we're gonna go to the right side of the phone. And we're gonna, the red receiver, well, that is your release or disconnect or hang up key. So every time that you're done with a call, you can press that. That's also, if you're going to initiate a page, so you're paging through the telephone sets, you probably don't do that very